So recently, I was asked to look at my life by a mentor in 10-year segments. And I really hadn't done that ever in my life, and I hadn't gone back and looked at the last 10 years in quite a while. So I was a product of an alcoholic family. And at that time, 10 years ago, I was still drinking and emulating what that was like. So my life was going out, having fun. It didn't really matter how much I had to drink. It didn't matter even that I was a mom at that time. It was important to me that all the feelings I was feeling internally, that I could just stuff those and I could self-medicate. And it wasn't a season that I'm really happy with, but it was also part of my process. There was a time that I was woken up. I know by God now, and He just sat me straight up and He said, "You're turning into your father. Is that who you want to be?" Clear as day. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And I kind of sat on that for a while. And I had two older sisters in my life at that time that now were put in my life for just one reason, and that was to teach me my first Bible verse, and that was John 3:16. You know, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that so whoever would believeth on Him will not perish, but have everlasting life. And at the time, you know, I didn't really know what that meant. I just knew that it was a start to my foundation. So back then, in April of 2008, I had just started going to church. My marriage was a mess. I was a mess. I hadn't quit drinking yet. And I went back to being woken up that way and thought, what is that all about? So I decided, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be drinking. And I started walking that walk out, going to AA, getting counseling, working on my marriage with a therapist. And it wasn't easy. And I sat there on my 40th birthday, and it didn't look like anything I thought it would look like. It wasn't a big party. There wasn't any alcohol. I hadn't gone and shopped and gotten a new great crazy outfit. It was quiet, but that was a season that God was putting me in. And I was able to walk through that journey. Now it'll be 10 years this coming April that I have not had a drink, and there's been so much growth and movement in my life that I'm able to emulate what does that look like walking out sober for somebody else. I'm in ministry in my church now. I'm a leader in my church and I do a lot of teaching. I'm a communications therapist. That there's no way 10 years ago had I been in the path that I was going down and not changed that direction would I be where I am today. You know, and God doesn't give us a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind. And so I'm able to sit back and rest on that and know that even when there are negative things, I know now how to handle them. And I'm able to talk with people and communicate with them and help them with their challenges as well.